Rich and Berg, and I'm also a freshman at college, the same college that Claire goes to. And right off the bat, I try to become friends with her. And I stick around and I think I'm the first true friend that she's had since the first season, yeah, something like that. So, yeah, we do, what? Better? Oh, thanks. Oh yeah, and privileges. Yeah, so I'm also nervous.
This is how rumors get started right here.
They like it, Tim. You guys like that?
I was going to say, actually, speaking of privileges, one of the components of the show has also been the ever-evolving relationships between the characters. And Tim, I don't know if you can hint at it, but again, going down the road, talking a little bit about romantic entanglements that might approach for each of your characters.
Well, we just hinted at one, but Madeline just hinted at one, and we. Well, we're easing towards a few, but none that I'm going to talk about right now.
Oh, the spoiler whip is cracked.
The spoiler.
No spoilers.
The cone of silence has to come down.
All right, the cone of silence.
Can I say something about the Carney? I think Milo misinterpreted it and thought we were supposed to come as Art Carney. So ask someone near you who's over 40.
Joke just went over everybody's head.
All right, thematically, this season is specifically about redemption. Tim, I was wondering, for you, kind of what does that mean overall for the series?
Well, I mean, we had been planning this kind of arc for the show for quite a while, where everybody would go back to their normal lives. You know, for us as a show, is a chance to go back and strip away some of the story elements that that make the show harder to relate to. And so when Claire is in college and Peter is a paramedic and Nathan is a senator, a politician, and Matt Parkman is a detective, it's just an entry point into the world that I think is much easier for the audience. And so for us, that's kind of what this volume's about.
Okay, cool. Now, one of the interesting things about this season is Mossy's character. You have a very sort of specific redemption that you're looking for. Can you talk a little bit about that? And then Tim will crack the spoiler whip if you cross the line.
Really? Is there a buzzer?
Go ahead. We're among friends.
Okay, don't tell anyone.
Twitter doesn't exist.
No, I mean, as we find out that Hero, has this terminal illness. So one of the redemptions he's trying to find out is he finds out his powers are actually going out of control a little bit. So in season 3, we didn't see too much of the time traveling as much, but this season we'll see a lot more, and because of that, it's going to be a lot more fun. And his redemption is kind of going back in time and fixing the mistakes that he made in the past. So he has kind of like a bucket list, and he goes through all the things that he's done wrong in the past, and he wants to make amends with it and leave a legacy before he goes away in some sense.
Cool.
Okay, no spoiler with it.
No, that's good.
No, it's not, I know we have to be very careful and tread lightly with the spoilers, so this next question hopefully will not be too much of a minefield. What's sort of the best thing you've shot this far in the season, starting with Jack and again moving down the row?
I'm having a great time. I'm loving everything I'm doing right now. And but there's definitely something that stands out, which you got a hint of, and it involves a car and water, two things which we know from Chappaquiddick should never mix. So there's a thing that happens there that is quite dramatic. This
season is absolutely amazing. I'm absolutely creatively jazzed about everything the writers are coming up with. and it's so much fun. But if I were, one thing, I had an opportunity to work with Robert down there at the carnival set, and it's been just a fantastic opportunity to work with Robert. It's a great pleasure and honor. So I would say that's definitely one of the highlights so far.
Cool.
I get a chance a little bit in the beginning to kind of go back to that relationship stuff, that really strong bonding and relationship, and that really heartfelt stuff, which is really fun. I got to throw myself out a window, which was pretty awesome. But working with Madeline has been a blast, and building that relationship that people can relate to and really grow to love. Not in that way. Goodness. So yeah, it's just been really fun playing around with that again, and hopefully giving you guys a relationship, a friendship that you guys will really like, and I think you guys are gonna like us together. Not in that way.
That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Let's just be clear.
That's completely tangential. My arc has taken me away from my regular peeps. That popped, didn't it? My cast regulars. So I've worked with Swoozie Kurtz, and yeah, that's certainly been a highlight. She's just an incredible actress. And we shot next to Muhammad Ali's house, so that was pretty cool. It's been great. The journey's been different. I don't feel I've been saddled with the responsibilities I had as Nathan quite as much last year, so it's been freeing. It's been very interesting that way.
Well, you've also gotten to play with a couple new powers.
Well, yeah, which is fun. Yeah, that's something interesting. Trying to make it a little different than, I've had some new powers to play with, which I can't talk about, but you'll see. So getting used to that is kind of fun.
Well done. I get to work with Greg Grunberg this year a lot, and Greg's oldest son is having his bar mitzvah today, so he couldn't be here, but Mazel Tov.
Now he's getting married.
Yeah, he's getting hitched. A lot of things happening on that tip. Anyway, so, but I've had a really good time working with Greg because he's so funny and he brings such a powerful levity to the situation of working, and that's always really nice. I'm a little off mic, there we go. And then also, I got to work with a baby. It was really fun, actually. The baby was really good at crying. No, the baby. But it was fun to have to relate to that in the scene, actually. So I kind of really enjoyed it. You're a baby. Those two things were really fun, and I got to climb up out of a grave, which was also fun. Cool, bye.